Shalom, like say, all praises to Yahweh, Bar Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sincere brethren out there. Alright, this is another impromptu video coming at you real quick to the point, Lord willing. This is from the article from the London Metro paper out in London or United Kingdom. And basically it's from Tuesday, July 21st, 2015. So I'm basically going to read the title. It says, Philip's sister, a lunch and a charming Adolf Hitler. Yeah, so we're going to read this. Shows you a picture of Philip is Prince Philip basically is the husband to the Queen Elizabeth II over here in England. The well-known fucking queen, man. That's where it is. So Prince Philip's sister described Hitler as charming and a seemingly modest man in unpublished diary extracts to be aired by Channel 4. Now, this is the thing. The reason why I'm really reading into this article is because you got a common thing that is basically happening at this point in time where this devil is letting his tongue fall upon himself. He's killing you niggas in the street with no whole bar. Don't give a damn about you, man. And he's really letting you know, man. He's letting his horn show. He ain't really let them out his headpiece yet. But he's letting you know that, he's a devil. Because you had, like I said, you have these niggas getting rolled on by the police every other day. You have Ben Affleck basically trying to hire these his family slave master pass. You also had a documentary series going on BBC News, British Broadcasting Company, where they're basically talking about the roots of slavery in England, United Kingdom and that. And then also you had another thing, this is fucking Satan, man, it slipped my mind, the last point. But you have those things that are basically happening in the media where they keep showing you like this slavery, basically, and like the so-called white man's involvement in everything that he stands for in his current society, talking about equality and shit, showing that he's a real racist. So, okay, aired by Channel 4, the revelations will inflict further embarrassment on the Queen over royal links with fascist Germany only days after whole movie footage emerged of young Princess Elizabeth giving a Nazi salute at Balmoral. Now, this is no surprise because these fucking crackers, these pasty devil bastards, come out of the family of Saxo-Coburg, which is a German so-called royal family of Edomites. They have nothing to do with the lineage of the House of Windsor or the true heritage of the Judites that were ruling over here in England when they founded basically England in the Dark Ages, in the Middle Ages. They have nothing to do with it. They go back to Germany, man, and that's well known. And funny enough, you have a thing over here in England where all these fucking donut fucking people out here hate Germany because of the propaganda they were fed, but they don't know the fucking royal family are straight up fucking Germans, man. Don't make no fucking sense. But that's your beloved queen. Salute. And you got niggas that are really into watching the Queen's speech every Christmas time, man. Even though I had my nan, she was all into that, man. Christmas time, everyone had to shut their mouth, shut their fucking mouths to hear what the Queen's saying. So that shows you, like, these niggas are bugged out of their fucking mind. And even you had this Prince Philip, he's infamous for saying racist shit. He was actually in my borough in London because I was celebrating their 50th anniversary of being a London borough. And basically this borough used to be a heavily well, when I moved here, it was a heavily white area, man. Just straight up. Well, most of them are Cockneys, man. So they're just white niggas that are just racist. But you do have some straight up Edomites here as well. So this area was straight up white, man. If you were a black face, you stood out, man, from a mile away, and they were racist as fuck. So reason why I say that is because now it ain't like that at all, man. This place has been gentrified by basically this is the borough where if you come to England and you're asylum seeker, this is the first place you land. If you're Kosovo, you know the thing that happened with Yugoslavia with the Serbs and the Kosovans, Albanians, everyone came here. This is the borough everyone came to. Anything that happens anywhere, this is the borough where everyone comes to. This is like the fucking shit, the toilet of England, basically. And this is why, because the biggest public housing is actually inside of this borough in the world. So when we talk about ghettos, the biggest ghetto in the world is in this borough. So every kind of Jake, foreign Jake you can imagine is situated there. Portuguese niggas are over here now, from Cape Verde and Angola via Portugal. They're all over here. Like I said, Serbs, Albanians, um, Pakistanis, Indians, like Punjab and that. You, just Romanians all over here. All the fucking lowlifes are over here, man. So that's enough for that rant. But anyway, Philip's sister, Sophie Van Hessen, was one of three of his siblings to marry senior Nazis in her mentor's senior Nazis. So his sister was married to a straight up Nazi. And I didn't say the point of reason why I mentioned my borough. Because when he came over, he basically said, this is what he said. He said he must have been approached by some women that worked there. Funny enough, were black and Asian. And he said to them, "Oh, who do you sponge off?" And I know they say because he was offered Victoria sponge cake, but we really know what he's talking about because this borough is known for being a borough where everyone's on benefits. So he's he's insinuating something there, saying you niggas are poor, man. Who you sponge off? Because it's just Barking and Dagenham. I think it's the third or fourth most deprived area in terms of how or something like I can't remember in terms of what, but it's probably the shittiest out of all the boroughs because there's no form like there's um, no way you can really make money out here, man. This is just a big fucking housing project. Okay, so yeah, so he said that, so you know he's being fucking racist. Um, in her memoirs, seen by TV documentary makers, she says she was persuaded to invite Hitler to lunch by their mutual friend Nazi henchman Hermann Göring. We were interested to hear about the great improvements his party was planning to do, she wrote. Yeah, so that shows you what they're about, man. The great improvements of white supremacy. Because he was also, Hitler and the whole Nazi system was all about white supremacy, positive eugenics in terms of Esau multiplying and negative eugenics towards Jake in the sense of bringing us down, man, and killing us off and solidifying the so-called theory of Esau being a superior man upon earth. Okay, although we changed our political views fundamentally some years later, we were impressed by this charming and seemingly modest man. How could you be charmed and how could you be impressed and charmed by this man if his ideals oppose everything you believe in? That's because they are one with it. Really deep down inside, they really, they were down with it. They never changed. They just changed for the sake of the new model of slavery, which is basically, smile in your face but hold the tightest grip, clench your knife so fucking hard and clench your teeth when you smile because you want to kill that nigga. The program Prince Philip, The Plot to Make a King, also features photos of Sophie sitting opposite Hitler at a wedding banquet for Göring in 1935 and of Philip in Germany as a 16-year-old surrounded by uniformed Nazi relatives at 1937 funeral of his older sister Cecil. So that shows you, this is the thing as well. Jake don't fucking realize these guys. They were born and raised in that environment. Like you gotta think about it like this. I was born and raised born in the 80s, raised in the 90s and early 2000s. Everything that was basically, no, to a degree, a lot of things that happened to me during that period of time I was raised have stuck with me and is embedded in me. And I'll say on a level of, say, fashion, for example. I ain't gonna wear no fucking skinny jeans because when I was growing up, that's some fucking, that shit ain't right, man. You know what I mean? So that's a culture I'm gonna hold on to for a very long time. So you imagine a man that grew up with, was homeschooled with Nazi ethics. He's gonna hold on to that shit. He ain't gonna let go of that, man. That's part of him. Yeah. So it says Philip's sisters were all barred from his wedding to the Queen in 1948. Yeah, that was just for political reasons. Because the fucking Queen, is fucking holding up a Nazi salute right there. So what the fuck, man? This shit is just fucking crazy, man. Anyway, 1948, because they're Nazi connections. Sophie died. Sophie died in 2001, but her son Prince Rainer cooperated with the program makers and read excerpts from a memoir. It will be broadcast on Thursday next week. Okay, so that's the point on that, man. So I'm just gonna read one scripture, or two scriptures that come to mind, man. It's lucky, bear with me. This is all on the spot. Alright, man. So this is the first scripture I'm gonna read you. Psalm 64 and 8. It reads, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Let me read into it. It's too straight to the point. Okay. I might as well read the whole chapter, man. I'll read most of it. Okay, so this is verse 1. Psalm 64 and 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life for the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So that's see what I just read. That's a secret counsel, man. Because these things are actually coming out now. They're releasing this information, and this is a secret counsel because who knew that the monarchy of England, merry old England, are Nazis, man. Because they fought and opposed. They fought to kill the Nazis. They opposed them, man. Yeah. So they had a secret council of something they were working, a bigger plan at hand, to the reason why they had Hitler do the things he did. Which really, the basic overview of why that happened was so that they could covet the land of Israel and establish a stronghold within the Middle East, and ultimately really live up to prophecies written in the book of in the Bible, basically, of basically Israel, the state of Israel, starting of World War III, because it says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out, and also about a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, man. These so-called Jews really establishing themselves as the fakes of of our heritage. Okay, so it says, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot him at him and fear not. So they're doing all this in the dark and then they shoot at us, man. Send it like you could have the disease of AIDS and all these different things they manufacture to hit us in the dark, man. While we don't know. Well, 2/3 of our people don't know, because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, that they may shoot in the secret at the perfect, and suddenly do they shoot him at him, and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune, laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" That's what they do. But you see, they're getting found. That's what fucking Lizzie was saying. And all you dumb niggas out there, you road niggas, man, you all out there running. You got a nigga that made some clothing called Lizzie, and it's got the Queen's head, because Lizzie's slang term for money in it, because it's got the Elizabeth on it. But this bitch is doing a fucking Nazi salute, and she looks into it. She look like she ain't hesitating, man. That bitch is frying. She probably dislocated her shoulder frying up that fucking salute, man. Grimy bitch. Alright, man. So it says, they search our iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and their heart is deep. And God shall shoot at them with an arrow. That arrow, what's that arrow? It's talking about the ICBMs, man. That's what's gonna destroy Esau and his white man's kingdom, man. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Yeah. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So you see this shit. Really, a nigga should flee away, man. Should understand that this ain't for you, man. This shit out here, shit right here, nigga. This ain't for you, man. The so-called white man ain't for us. Alright, so that's the point on that. So I'm gonna read this last scripture now. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds. It's lucky I'm trying to hit the whole. Sorry about the wait. So this is see, this video is long. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed. That's take good heed, man. Even though you have Prince Philip coming down to your local community centre over in Barking, good old Barking and Dagenham, where Dagenham Dave and Barking Bill enjoys a pint with you down a local pub. Take heed, man. Remember that one time he was walking alongside Nazis, man. One time the Queen was throwing up a Nazi salute. One time, you know, they were opposite Adolf Hitler. Take heed, man. Okay, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not altogether wiped away. That's right, man. When you look again, and this is why these things are coming out on Channel 4, man, because this is you looking, wiping it, and then, putting your eye to it and being like, oh shit, them niggas frying up the fucking salute. That's what this is, man. This is you rubbing your eyes like them cartoons. We have them guys heavily rub on them eyes and they realise that them that shit ain't changed, man. It's lucky if I'm reading it slow. I'm reading it through my camera, so it's a bit difficult. Um, okay. Say him not by thee, least when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at last remember my words and be pricked therewith. So yeah, man. At the last, you remember these words, you remember everything that was said, and then you realise that these guys are the fucking devil, man. So, like I said, man, that was a bit longer than I intended it to be, but I hope you're edified with this lesson, man. So really, never trust thine enemy, man. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Esau's made to be the wicked, man, and they're gonna be done away with World War III when Yahushua comes back and establishes his name and his father's name upon the earth, and those of the righteous alongside of him. So all praises to Yahweh, Hashem El Shai, double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to his sincere brethren. Shalom.